absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Play action now. Winston.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish plays on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Off the play fake, Winston. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3rd and goal. Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here we go with Kamara. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play fake. Winston. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So golden field position there, scrambling as they can muster into the field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd down, Elliott bulldozes past him, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to Beckham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Landry. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Kamara up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Inside give to Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
First down carry by Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Carry now for Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Third down, it's Prescott.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first
second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Prescott yet again. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Winston's throw taken in by Landry. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Winston. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Now Winston. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's got it down to the 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Prescott. And that is incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room.